the Colorado Rockies, to be in the position they're in, as I mentioned, and you said 14-9, half game out of first place right now in the West going into tonight's series opener against the Diamondbacks. They don't have their offense clicking, and I guess that's a good thing, even though Nolan Arenado is doing his thing. How much weight is on his shoulders and back to carry this offense?
Well, Charlie Blackmon picked it up during this homestand. He's now out 7 home runs. He's a Silver Slugger winner in center field last year. So he's now hitting the ball. DJ LeMahieu came alive a little bit too. They just haven't got much out of Trevor Story yet. He had the miraculous start to last season, but he strikes out too much. He was on pace before he got hurt last year to strike out 200 times. He's doing that again this year. He's got to get going. Mark Reynolds has been fabulous. So they haven't been the Rockies that people expected to bludgeon the ball, but they've done enough offensively to win baseball games, obviously. The problem for Arenado is if he gets in that mindset where he's got to carry the team, then he starts getting himself out a few too many times. This man can do everything. He's one of the top 3 or 4 players in baseball. But if he's like everybody else, if he starts to press and expand his strike zone, then the batting average can start to drop. He crushed the home run yesterday, but he's hit more home runs on the road than he has at home this year. And hopefully that he takes that mentality back on the road, and he just has to do what he does. The rest takes care of itself.
Yeah, you said this year. That was the case actually for the last couple of seasons. I think his numbers are better on the road than at Coors Field. How do you explain that?
Well, his power numbers are a little bit better, and he drives in runs because he's a great baseball player. He's a great hitter. Every player in baseball is going to have better numbers at home than they do on the road. And Arenado did last year. The year before, he actually hit more home runs on the road. 42 home runs, I think 22 more on the road. Last year, I think he had a few more at Coors Field, but nonetheless, that's pretty typical. His batting average goes up at home, just like everybody else's. But I don't know. Maybe he's a very intense guy. He's become the leader of this team. Sometimes he has a tendency at home to feel that weight you're talking about and try to press a little bit more at home, where maybe on the road he's relaxing a little bit and just taking what's there.
This team also has some key injuries, Ian Desmond being one of them. What's his status right now?
I won't be surprised. Talking to Bud Black yesterday before the game, I won't be surprised if Ian Desmond plays or is activated on Sunday. Today and tomorrow, he's going to be spending time at the Rockies spring training facility in Salt Rivers outside of Scottsdale. He's seen a hand specialist this morning. He's coming back off the broken hand. He will be playing in extended spring games and taking BP and doing the whole gamut. His word was volume. I need volume today and Friday and Saturday, which the Rockies could do because they're right there by their spring training facility. Sunday, Bud he hit it strongly, but there may not be a rehab assignment that Ian Desmond may be activated. Now, when he comes back, he's not going to slide in to play first base like was originally planned because Mark Reynolds is on fire. You can't take Mark Reynolds out of the lineup, and he's not quite as versatile as Desmond. So I would be surprised if Desmond doesn't see some time in the outfield, perhaps in left field, with a platoon situation with Gerardo Parra, something along those lines. Give Carlos Gonzalez a day off. Desmond's a versatile guy. He's played shortstop most of his career, outfield last year. I think that's kind of the role he's going to be slipped into now with the Rockies, at least initially.